Babies! Hello. Hey, what's up, 6 people? Or maybe there's more. Streamlabs always has a hard time keeping up. Sometimes it says there's 0 people here, and there's like a dozen people here. But whatever. Welcome back to another week of Twitch streams. Woo! Everybody loves these. Everyone shows up for these, am I right? We are reading Justice League Adventures 21 today. Now that we're alone, let's talk trash about the people that are not. Yeah, Bob the random guy. I wish he would just leave and never come back. And Den and Jake and anyone else that normally watches these, just go away. We don't want you here. That's not true. Yeah, and that pug book. Anyway, Justice League Adventures 21. We've been doing this for over 5 months now. It's been fun so far, I think. I think you guys have had fun. Hey, Mac. Mac's here. Mac resubscribed with Twitch Prime. Thank you, Mac. That's a very easy thing that you can do, anybody, if you have Amazon Prime. Or if you feel like you have like $4 or whatever it is. Either way. So let's see. What was I saying? Justice League Adventures 21. September 2003 is when this came out. So next month's issue, in case I forget to mention it, or next week's issue, I should say, in case I forget to mention it, is going to be, I think, the first time that we've actually lined up months. It'll be October 2003, October 2020 when we're reading it. This one is written by John Ostrander, who you might recognize from a billion things. As you can see, his DC-specific credits are a mile long. A lot of Hawkworld, a lot of Firestorm, a lot of Manhunter and Martian Manhunter, Batman, Aquaman, all this stuff. He is also the creator of the Suicide Squad and Amanda Waller in tandem with that. As well as the Michael Holt version of Mr. Terrific, Rudy Jones' Parasite, a bunch of other stuff. Let's see, what else has he created? I know there's more known characters. Just kind of scrolling through his stuff here. Let's see, Malefic, or however you say that. The like bad guy John Jones. Yeah, I don't know. Ton of stuff, as you can see. But he's also the writer of a bunch of Star Wars stuff. And this is a very space-heavy Justice League Adventures issue that we're going to be reading. So I figured I might as well... I just stumbled across this Star Wars version of the lo-fi hip-hop beats girl cat thing. That's what we've got playing in the background. I think you guys can probably hear it. Let me know if it's too loud. But yeah, that was kind of a fun thing that I came across this morning. It's only a few days old. I saw the art on Twitter, I think, but I didn't realize there was actually a Star Wars lo-fi beats video to go with it. So yeah, Amemos, whatever, is the channel. If you want to go subscribe, if you want to go check it out. We're right now we're on the Duel of the Fates lo-fi version. Up next is the main title theme. But yeah, that's gonna be in the background here for this one, just because I felt like it seemed appropriate. Yeah, John Ostrander done a bunch of DC stuff like we just talked about, but also yeah, he's written a bunch of Star Wars comics and books and all sorts of stuff, as you can see here. Look at all of it. But anyway, that's that. He's also, or this issue is also drawn by Min Esku, who we have discussed many times before. He's not on, John Ostrander is technically on social media. I found his Twitter, but he hasn't tweeted anything since 2016, so I don't know if he's really ever on there. And Min Esku, I've never been able to find any website or social media or anything for him, but I've shown that picture of his Justice League covered painted garage several times. Yeah, I mean, John Ostrander, I don't know, Danny, if you saw, we just looked at his DC credits that go a mile long. He's the creator of the Suicide Squad is what he's most known for in DC canon. But yeah, I never paid attention to the writers on any of these things as a kid. I paid attention sort of to the artists because I would recognize the distinct interpretations of the Bruce Timm style, but I never paid attention to who wrote this stuff unless their name like came up on screen on the cartoon. So that's always interesting to research before starting to read these. So let's start to read this, huh? This is Sanctuary, issue 21 of Justice League Adventures. Let's get to it. All right, Sanctuary. I do want reading mode. Okay. Superman, Martian Manhunter, Hawkgirl, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Batman. The team's all here this time again. Choom, choom, choom. Help! Please! Jean, did you hear that? A telepathic cry for help, Flash? I suspect half the Earth heard it. Take the monitor board, please. I'm going to suit up. I was wondering... Oh, I was working on the Javelin, but I can have it reassembled in a jiffy. Just give me a sec. Besides, looks like Green Lantern got the message as well. Choom, choom, choom. Wadoom! Are you all... Choom, choom, choom. Choom, 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 choom. It repels our beams, Commander, translated from some weird alien language. Intensify the attack. It must not escape. Yeah! I sense you are telepathic, so you can understand me. This area of space is controlled by the Justice League. Explain yourself. We are dominators. You are of a lesser breed. We do not need to explain anything. Return the female to us at once. This is really going to be real tough on the old neck here. No. What have you done to your weapons? What we have done to your weapons, we can do to your ship. And Green Lantern and I are only 2 members of the League. Better to come aboard the Watchtower and make your case. We'll summon the rest of the League to hear it. And are we here? Or why are we here and Batman's still in his cave? I'm working on a case and lives are at stake. I've patched in the 2 Watchtower's monitors. Oh, he's got a laughing fish. I can see and hear everything I need to from here. I need a hawk cave or something. I have plucked enough of your language from your minds to understand you. You could not hope to speak our language. This is really tough on my face. Why did I choose to do this? We represent the Dominators, and the female you defend is a terrorist, a criminal, a thief. She has killed a great number of our kind. We demand you turn her over to us for justice. Oh my God. justice sounds foul coming from your mouth. I'm Kayla Ardeen, and I'm human. My ancestors came from Earth and were abducted by these creatures for scientific experiments. I and others like me are results of careful breeding to create this race of human telepaths. Why? To see if they could. When we no longer held their interest, they meant to kill us. But we fought our way free, and they hunted us down. I came here to the planet of my ancestors looking for help. Let them deny it if they can.
Why should we deny it? Humans experiment scientifically on animals. So do we.
Hey, there's a world of difference. We're not some lesser beings, pal.
You are to us. This is a plague animal we seek to contain. It manipulates you, playing on your prejudices, your fears. You sympathize with it. It is like you, attractive by your standards, while we seem grotesque. So we must be evil, yes? We say it is a danger and must be destroyed.
He's lying. You must see that. Someone is lying, Jean. Can you do a telepathic scan to find out who? Perhaps, if they are willing.
It is not allowed. You are a lesser race than even our lowest caste here. To permit a mental scan would defile us. We would be outcasts, unclean.
I'm sorry, but I can't either. There are others who escaped with me who are hidden. I open my mind to you, and the Dominators will come in and strip those secrets from me. I can't risk that. I am sorry, but they are strong telepaths and will block me. Or I couldn't break through their defenses without harming or perhaps even killing them, or myself. Then we have to put it to a vote. Do we return this girl to the Dominators, or do we offer her sanctuary? Look at those eyes, those lips, that hair. She's an angel. How can we not trust an angel? I say she stays. Please stay. Can't you ever take anything seriously, Flash? She asked us to trust her, but won't trust us. She's hiding something. I vote no. I refer to her as it. Oh, they refer to her as it. She is a woman, a person with rights. I vote for her, and I offer her a place on Paradise Island with my sister Amazons. It's not all about sisterhood. Evil can take many forms. I've seen enough to know the female of any species can be deadlier than the male. Yeah, that's what Alfred said to Batman in Mystery of the Batwoman. I don't see how we can turn her over without knowing more than we do. Why not wait until the truth reveals itself? I say yes. Wait! With lives at stake? Human or alien lives, it makes no difference. I won't risk it. I say no. Looks like we got ourselves a tie. Hey, Bats, I hope you've had your pointy ears open, because it's down to you. No, it isn't. The issue is too important to be decided by one vote. I'm ending this. She goes back to the Dominators. Not likely. Back off! Yeah! Crack! Wait. Oh, God. Sorry. I'll pause real quick. I got this new monitor, and it's friggin' gigantic. And I'm trying, and when I would read these before, I would like lean in. And if I do that now, I'm just seeing like one word at a time. So I'm going to blame that on me messing anything up. But I got to like sit back here to read these now. So here we go. What is going on here? This is madness. Madness? This is Sparta. Don't interfere, Jean. Lantern's right. The girl is obviously manipulating things telepathically. If I were being manipulated telepathically, Superman, I would feel it. You, on the other hand, would not. And you cannot... What? And you cannot hold what you cannot touch. There we go. Ugh. Maybe not, but enough of you has to remain solid to keep your atoms in contact with one another. Zoom. Let the girl go. Bam, bam, bam. Gotcha. Well, catch you later. Gotta get back to work. Clang, 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 clang. Your problem, Flash. Owie, ow, ow, ow. Is that you run faster than you think. No more games. Crang, shrek, crack, crack, crack. Ooh, Jean's being a stretchy guy. Kayla Ardeen, you have to put a stop to this. I'm not the one doing it. That's obvious. Green Lantern, Superman, and Hawkgirl are all acting out of character. The others are fighting defensively. The Dominators are the ones manipulating the situation telepathically. Nevertheless, it's up to you to put a stop to it. There's nothing I can do, and I need this time to get away. You're the only one who can do something. Woo. You know the truth. You have to share with the League what you know. You have to trust us. Kriya! How? Half your team wants to turn me over to the Dominators, and even if I was willing to trust you, how do I keep the Dominators out of my head? Don't worry about that. I have a plan. Let me go, Martian, or I'll set you ablaze! Superman, my friend, listen to me. You are being manipulated. Deep down, you know this. Your heart isn't in this struggle. Now his mind isn't either. What am I doing? I used my telepathy to shield him from the Dominators. Your Batman said I should come to you. I understand. Open your mind to me and I will shield it without showing the League what you know. Good plan. Thank you for trusting us. Justice League, hear my thoughts. Open your minds. See what I see, what Kayla Ardeen has seen. Experience for yourselves the deaths, the horror that is measured, notated, and recorded, all to satisfy a scientific curiosity. All permissible because even the lowest of the lowest caste of Dominators is held to be infinitely superior to any other being. We are less than animals to them, and so anything done to us can be justified. This is the truth about the Dominators. Man, I feel sick. That kind of experimentation on sentient beings is outlawed by every intergalactic treaty I know.
So you know the truth. It doesn't matter, except that we no longer need to conceal our ability, nor extend this distasteful conversation. We will simply take what we require from the wreckage of your minds.
The numbers don't favor you. You're only... Wait, is this Green Lantern or one? I don't know. The numbers don't favor you. You're only 3, while we are 1.
You are fools. We are the masters, and we will now destroy your minds from the inside. Zoom.
This is like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of thing going on here. Intense stuff.
Cast leader, I cannot keep up. No, do not surrender. Cast leader, this one also cannot give up. Or keep up. Weaklings, traitors. We are Dominators. We do not bow to lesser beings. We triumph. We prevail. They are nothing. Oh. You have won. But give this thing refuge, and our armies will return, and make your planet a battlefield, a desolation.
Then tell your armies, anytime, anywhere. The Justice League stands ready. No! I've decided not to seek sanctuary. If you can find a way to get me to a spaceport, I want to go back out there. I want to take the fight back to the Dominators. I'm not going to run anymore. I'll find others like me. We'll find our refuge, make our own home. If that's what you want, I'll take you out of here. I'll make certain the Green Lantern Corps knows about this too. Thanks. I want to do what you have done. You've created a league for justice on Earth. Perhaps out in the stars, someday your heroism will inspire a legion. The end. Yeah, I was thinking that Ardeen is the name of Saturn Girl, so that's cool. Alright, that's the end of that issue. Pretty cool, pretty good. Nothing in that stuck out to me as even remotely non-canon, so that's pretty nice. Let's see. I gotta go back to the start here. I want page 1. Get out of here. What we got going on in the chat before we switch over to a quick ad break and then back through the issue again. What's happening? Jail Adventures by the looks of it. Yes, Andrew, that is correct. Yeah, Weird Science. Yeah, this has got a very Mars Attacks kind of thing going on here. This happens during the events of Laughing Fish. I guess. I don't know. Also, I love how Batman is casually chilling out during the Zoom call. Yeah, he's just kind of hanging out, looking at fish. Jon Stewart is anti-democracy confirmed. I'm in piano class right now, but I hope you guys are having a good stream. Thanks, Lemon Man. I don't know if you're still listening or whatever. The Justice Sword version of him was pretty safety over liberty, yeah. Wait, was that John with the Mr. Freeze head thingy? Yeah, he's here on the cover too. Justice League Hell on Earth moments. Yep. Poor John, I'm pretty sure that sounded way better on his head. I'm not sure what that means. Zoom. Okay. We're going to go back through to add all the notes. So real quick, I'm going to switch us over to the standby screen. We'll do a quick ad, and then we'll be right back. So stick around. Hey, people. Okay. You know, it's interesting. I'm looking at the stream manager here when I run those little ad breaks, and it shows, you know, we currently have 17 people watching, but over the course of the stream so far, 3,218 people have popped in and out. Wait, stick around, dude. What's not to like? Especially during that last, you know, the last chunk when I'm doing funny voices and stuff. What the heck? All right. Can everybody hear the Star Wars lo-fi music, by the way? I thought that was a nice little touch to the John Ostrander thing here. But, okay, we're going to go back through the issue. If you haven't joined us before, this is my spreadsheet for Justice League Adventures. It's laid out in basically the same way as all of our spreadsheets that we do on DCAU stuff. I'll bring up the music just a tad. I don't want it to overpower me, but you know. Anyway, yes, we do this for any DCAU thing that we are planning and, you know, eventually doing like a timeline video on, or a Will It Canon, or whatever, what have you. Any video really can be made from these notes. Sometimes, you know, I'll pull like a, let's see if there's something from last issue. Shadow Thief was mentioned in last issue as a character that already exists, so if somehow we end up making, you know, saying that this comic is in the same continuity as the cartoon, then that would make an interesting video potentially about, you know, how Shadow Thief exists back then or whatever. But mostly it's for, you know, the website is a big part of it, that we've been working on an encyclopedia DCAU website for a very long time. And by working on, I mean this counts as working on it, essentially, is cataloging all of the appearances of characters, locations, objects throughout every DCAU thing ever. And so yeah, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be taking notes on anything that sticks out as not canon to the cartoons. Any references to things that happen in the cartoons. Time, any references of time passing or ages or years or anything like that. Concrete is stuff that has characters we definitely know the origin for, or like the first time we see them or whatever. Batgirl, Brainiac, that kind of stuff. Pop culture references. Weather is obvious stuff, like it being really, really sunny or hot, or there's like a blizzard or a tornado, or not tornado, hurricane or something like that. And then just other notes. So, BTS lover Greg, James, when should the next Legacies be out? That is a good question, Greg. Assuming Ted is still in here. We've been working on 3 at least drawing Legacies issues for a few months. The very next issue to come out, I believe the pencils are almost done. Those are being done by Mark Martinez, or Digital Jedi is who you'll see him as around the interwebs. The issue after that is drawn by Marcelo Milikai, who has done a bunch of Legacies issues already. He has finished the pencils and inks for that, so that just needs to be colored and lettered. And then the one after that is maybe another Marcelo one, I can't remember, but the third one that's already being drawn is the final 2019 set issue, drawn by me, which I started on our 24-hour live stream. I haven't gotten any farther than what you saw on that so far, but that was kind of a nice preview, I guess, for myself even of what it's like to draw a comic directly on Photoshop. Instead of, I'm used to drawing it on paper, scanning that in, cleaning it up, and then finally being able to color it after like 50 other steps. Instead of, now I can just do it. But yeah, there's no real answer. I'm hoping at least one of those is out before the year's over. If not, that'll be the first year since we started the comic that we don't put out a new issue, or at least one new issue. We put out 2 new issues last year, and I think 3 the year before. It's a very slow process doing this comic because we're doing it between everything else we do, because we don't make any money directly off the comic, and it is basically a just for fun project. We're very glad that people are interested in seeing the next issues, but there's never a set deadline for them. They just happen when they happen. So keep a lookout. There should be some news within the next couple months, I hope. Okay, there was a fish. Yep. So are you moving to more DC-related thingies after Batman the Adventure continues, finishes, or do you have something else planned? Well, Batman the Adventures continues videos. Batman the Adventures continue videos. Kind of like, not really interrupted, but I guess interrupted the flow that we were trying to accomplish this year. Last year and the year before, I think, we were doing videos every other Sunday. So every 2 weeks, we'd get like 2 videos a month out, essentially, and Vanishing Points and Trivia Tuesdays and whatnot in between. This year, the goal was to do a video every single Sunday, in addition to whatever graphic content wrap-up, Vanishing Point wrap-up, that kind of stuff, podcast wrap-up, blah, blah, blah. And we have been, I don't think we've missed, we missed a week after the live stream. I think that's been it, though. There's been something every Sunday this year, except for that one right after the live stream, because I was damn tired. But the plan with that was supposed to be so that we're kind of evenly splitting the videos between, there would be a me hosted video, a Ted hosted video, a Maddie hosted video, and then whatever video that the Patreon supporters vote on, whoever winds up hosting that, is irrelevant. Then, of course, Batman the Adventures Continue came out, and it has just been me hosting those because that's basically the only way that we can get them out on time, or at least it's the best way to get them out on time. And I've been doing them this whole time, so it would be kind of weird to switch it for like the last video. But once that's over, hopefully, in theory, we'll be going back to the model that we intended to. But who knows what the hell's going to happen, because they just keep making new DCAU stuff. Maybe after the Adventures Continue finishes, there will just be another new DCAU comic or something else that we want to do continuous coverage of. So it all just kind of depends on what the future holds. That's a good answer for Legacies also. But let's go back through this damn comic here. We got appearances of all the people you expect in a Minescu penned comic. Yeah, maybe we will get a Superman The Adventures Continue. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, The Flash, and Batman. All down here by himself. Okay, so we have objects. We've got a Dominator ship, and we've got, I can't remember her first name, but we'll get to that in a second. Ardene's ship. I believe this is the Moon, which should be the new the new Moon that the Justice League created in issue 9, I think. Yeah, JL reunion, that would be great. Maybe Justice League The Adventures Continue, and then I'll have to really quickly go through the rest of these in order to get to those new issues. I don't know if you guys would be interested in this, but James Tucker's Legion of Superheroes just came out on Blu-ray. I am interested in that. Maddie watched it a couple years ago and was not super impressed, if I remember right. I have never watched any of the show except for some clips that I took from one episode of, I think, the finale for the animated Crisis on Infinite Earths trailer I made. So yeah, I would be interested in watching that at some point. All of those... what do you want to call them? Like extra shows that came out like while the DCAU was still on the air. So like, there's that. There's the Batman. It's at least one other one. I guess Teen Titans counts in that grouping, but I was thinking of something else too. It'd be cool to do videos on those, especially because they are, you know, they were sort of overshadowed by the DCAU because they came out while Justice League and stuff was still on. So, you know, for the time, that would be an interesting thing to take a look at, I guess. I like the Star Wars-y design of the Dominator ship here. Also, it looks kind of like a tiny Star Destroyer, or like a, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Star Destroyer. I think that's right. I don't know. I'm not a huge Star Wars dude. We get the Watchtower. Legacies looks better than any real DCA. Oh, thank you. I disagree, but thank you. I really liked it. It's kind of the closest thing we got to a second Superman show. Yeah. I have heard good things mostly about Legion of Superheroes. Someday I will watch it, and maybe we'll do some videos or whatever. It would be cool to do streams like this, Robin. Like we do. Oh, good job, Robin. Thank you. It'd be cool to do streams like this for episodes of shows, but that is very much like, this is already a pretty gray area what we're doing here. Just going through comics. So I really don't think there's a way we could do it with shows. But that does make me think of how I'm hoping in like first quarter next year, even though that's what we said for 12th level intellects, but hoping early 2021 that we'll be starting. Well, okay. First of all, we're bringing back 12th level intellects hopefully next month as 13th level intellects. Big scoop. Put it on comicbook.com. Hey, we've got this covered.com. That's coming back next month as a live show here on Twitch that will be then afterward posted to all the podcast places, audio versions, with me, Maddie, and Ted, of course. And but what I'm talking about here is I want to do a secondary podcast also. I brought this up on our Who was it? Someone. It was with someone on the 24-hour stream. Maybe Eric Carrasco? I can't remember. Where I want to do a go through the DCAU from the start. So first Batman the Animated Series episode through whatever, Justice League versus the Fatal Five, I guess, is the most recent animated thing. Or technically the Beyond Batman DC fandom short, I guess. But with my friend Brian, who has never seen any of the DCAU. Brian, you'll see his name in the Patreon list as Mark Thundercrock. He's watched a decent amount of our videos, but he hasn't ever watched the shows. So a lot of the, gobbledygook that we babble throughout the videos just kind of goes in one ear out the other. But I think it would be a lot of fun. He's really into the idea to just go through every episode in air date order. So all of the, just how I experienced the DCAU essentially, or how a child growing up in the 90s and 80s would have experienced the DCAU from the start to now. And that will include, what made me start talking about this in the first place? Legion of Superheroes. Oh, like watching episodes on streams. Not going to do that, but we're going to, in this podcast with Brian, my plan is we watch the episode live. So we'll be having it in headphones. You won't be able to see or hear the episode, but you can essentially hit play when we hit play, kind of a thing, and watch it as like a commentary. And then the second half of the podcast episode would be us discussing that whatever episode we just watched. So anyway, that's the idea. Those things are coming up. Like I said, if you just jumped in, 12th Level Intellects, hopefully coming back next month. Shooting for November 17th. I just jinxed it by saying that, but that was the last day that we did an episode last year, and it's also the Justice League Secret Origins, premiere date anniversary thing, so that'd be cool. March 2020, Bruce Timm and Paul Dini announced they're making a DCAU show about Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner's space adventures. Episode 1 shows Hal's origin officially destroys continuity for good. Honestly, if they... Well, I was about to talk about some upcoming videos of ours, but I won't spoil it. Will it canon stuff for upcoming things is going to be some interesting... I don't even know how to say what I'm saying without spoiling the video, so I'm just not going to say it anymore. You could do that. You could discount. You could distort the episodes beyond comprehension. Yeah, I'm not going to. That's not worth it. Deep fry everything, the audio, the visuals. It'll look horrible, but it's okay. Yeah, I think if we do the Brian podcast as an actual live thing here on Twitch, then I doubt I will show or play any portion of the episode at all. But I'll do some research on what I could pull off. Anyway, okay, Watchtower, Jean, Flash, got it. Got Green Lantern, okay. We got this Ardeen girl who her first name escapes me, but I'll come back to it. Choom, 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 choom. We got lots of chooms. All right, we got the Dominators. Translated from some weird alien language. Who's the editor on this issue? SW. Stephen Wacker. Who is that? Producer. Well, let's see. Editor. Is this giving me the same? Editor Stephen Wacker. I guess this is a Marvel guy. I don't know. Anyway. I don't know Stephen Wacker. Hi, Diozaward. Diozaward. That's how we say hi now. Kayla, is that right? Well, we'll find out here in a minute. We got spacesuits. We got spacesuits, bro. Watchtower spacesuits. This was a weird Justice Lord Z thing for Jean to say. This area of space is controlled by the Justice League. Like, ugh, I don't know. We'll summon the rest of the league. Batman's still in his cave, so we got the Bat Cave, which we will see here now. We have a laughing fish. I think I'll count that as a character. Laughing fish. We've also got, yeah, we got the Bat Cave. We got, oh my gosh, go Bat Computer. What do you think about the comic? Which comic? The one I'm reading? I liked it a lot. Dio za Wordo. Dio za Wordo. Okay, Dio za Wordo, whatever. Why does Martian Manhunter need a spacesuit? Good question. He used one in Blackest Night. The Green Lantern. It was the second episode of Justice League, so I won't question it. That was a little. We had an upcoming Legacies issue where Ted. By the way, I mentioned earlier. I meant to say this. Legacies issues. 3 of them are in production art-wise. Ted is like 30 issues ahead of us. I don't know. It's kind of insane, but on writing them. So lots to come. But some upcoming issue that escapes me. Ted wrote Jean flying out into space and like smiling about a heartwarming thing that was just said to him or whatever. And I was like, oh, we need to put Jean in a spacesuit. And we're like, oh, but he lived on Mars. Why would he need a spacesuit? We went back and forth on this for a long time. I don't remember what decision we came to, but whatever. I guess he was going for an intimidation tactic. Yeah, probably. Does anyone know if the mini BK comics were considered? Yes, those are. I'm going to get to those at the end of Justice League Adventures. We will go and read the Burger King comics as an episode of this stream. Those are all available, by the way, on World's Finest. That's worldsfinestonline.com or dcanimated.com. You go to DC Cartoons, go to Justice League, go to Backstage, I think? Yes. Justice League Adventures Rarities. There are 8 issues of a very tiny Burger King comic. They are all Justice League Adventures adjacent. What else was there? There was something else in here. I can't remember. I feel like there's another Justice League Adventures like bonus issue or something. I think I'm thinking of the this Booster Gold Blue Beetle one, but it eventually was turned into a Justice League Unlimited issue, I think. Anyway, yeah. We decided he didn't need a spacesuit. Okay, cool. I guess. I like to write a Legacy script in between other projects. It feels like a palate cleanser. Yeah, I mean, it's basically our way of just dumping whatever the hell we want into the DCAU with no consequences because it's not actually the DCAU. But we have gotten a lot of messages from people saying that they consider it canon or whatever, which is it's a nice feeling. I like it. But it is technically not. Okay, I wrote down the Bat Computer. I need a Hawk Cave or something. I wonder if that's a thing in the comics. Hawk Cave. I know there's like an Aqua Cave, I'm pretty sure, right? In like Super Friends or something. There just is in general. Yeah, whatever. Timeline is fucked, but I like how you guys still make it a bit readable. Do you mean the Justice League Adventures, or Legacies? I don't know. All of the above. Hawk Cave. Okay, we have plucked enough from your language to understand your minds. Blah, 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 blah. The entire thing, yeah. Justice sounds foul. I'm Kayla Ardeen. You were right. Okay, so Kayla Ardeen. I know many girls named Kayla who are blonde. I wonder why that is a thing. I don't know. My ancestors, let's see. My ancestors came from Earth and were abducted by these creatures for scientific experiments. I like how this panel is very like Return of the Joker looking because it's in black and white. He's got all this they've got all this like chemistry looking equipment stuff. Person strapped to a table. The Dominators shared such secrets with them, secrets that are theirs alone to know. Kayla, you guys should have done more things missed for like. Yeah, no, definitely. That was the most recent issue we did of Legacies. Was the one that we did that like Easter egg video for. I think that was a lot of fun. I think we should do that every time. Scare Tactics Legacies issue when it almost looks like those tapes. Yes, yeah, the family memories that Joker shared. That might be on purpose, but it's not anything to note, really. What do we got? Just like a weird... This is that Full Metal Alchemist sprite-looking dude that turns into it. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. No... I was hoping that they would say how long ago this happened, but I guess not. I and others like me are the results of careful breeding to create a race of human telepaths. It's kind of cool, though. It's like an origin story for... Saturn Girl, essentially, because it's like her lineage, which is neat. I have not seen that before. When we no longer held their interest, they meant to kill us. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna write down Kayla refers to her ancestors being kidnapped by the Dominators. Say kidnapped and experimented on by the Dominators, but there is no indication of how long ago this was. Okay. All right. I really like this panel of the Dominators. I will just say that. Plague animal prejudices. I like how this issue is not very action heavy. It's very like, I don't know, political, human. I don't know. Would you guys be hyped if Polka Dot Man showed up in the DCAU? I think he did, didn't? I don't know. That was Crazy Quilt. Falls in the same category, basically. What's the best series in the DCAU? Justice League Unlimited is probably the best written series. It's the one that has the most impact, I think. I'm a sucker for Batman Beyond, especially the first season. It's a very unique style. But then, of course, select episodes of Batman the Animated Series probably outdo everything. Robin's Reckoning, Heart of Ice, Over the Edge, stuff like that. Should check out on our 24-hour stream. The chunked, just this version should be up pretty soon. I'm kind of spacing those out throughout the weeks. Ted hosted a panel with the DCAU Review and Tim Talk podcast going through what are the top 5 episodes of the DCAU period. And Over the Edge almost made the cut. I believe Heart of Ice did make the cut. They must have been kidnapped back before color television. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, telepathic scan. Mental scan. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and Justice League Adventures. I've been meaning to do this like every time, but I kind of want to double check myself. The DC Wiki is just about as reliable as the DCAU Wiki, as in it's mildly not. But sometimes I miss something and it will be included in this list. So I like to cross-reference that when I'm done, but I'll do it on camera this time. Okay, still nothing really new here. Look at those eyes and those lips, you know? I like how he draws attention to her lips, and this is probably the worst. Like, if I'm judging lips, you know, like she's had these like, you know, black kind of poison ivy looking lips this whole time. They're very thin, and this is what we're talking about, I guess, on this stream. This particular panel where he calls attention to her lips, they're just completely different than they have been, and drawn worse, in my opinion. Okay. Paradise Island, so that's Themyscira is mentioned. Themyscira is mentioned. I don't think it's really not canon, but I will write Wonder Woman calls Themyscira Paradise Island. Obviously, it is called this in many, many other DC universes, but I don't believe it was ever called that in the cartoon that this is based on. Sister Amazons. So Amazons are mentioned. Okay. Not a lot to write down in this issue. The New Batman Adventures Growing Pains is one of the best DCU episodes to me. It is definitely one of the most tragic episodes. It's not one that I return to a lot, I think, because it doesn't make you feel good. It's very sad. And it kind of reminds me of... I mean, I brought up Full Metal Alchemist a minute ago, but it has kind of that tone to it of like, oh my god, like... how could you do this kind of a thing, like with what's his name? I can't think of the guy's name, but you know, the girl dog, Edward, that whole thing. Fuck that guy. It's funny how specific the internet can be. True. I think the most problems in the continuity is caused by the adventures continue. As a whole, that comic has the most random problems so far. But this comic has been okay. I believe right before we started this stream, I think I counted 6 issues so far that we've marked in red as not canon. Like, is, you know, blatantly doesn't work. That's out of, you know, this is 21, which I don't think I'm going to mark this one not canon. There's nothing going on really in this that would lead me to think that. So yeah, this one's doing okay, but there are times when it's like, why didn't you not do that? Owie, ow, ow, ow. Yeah, Batman's just chilling here in the background the whole time. Jean being a stretchy guy. Okay, we got the Javelin 7. Or 1, or whatever. Let's see. Flash was, like, repairing... what did he say at the start here? He was repairing the Javelin in some way. I was working on the Javelin, but I can have it reassembled in a jiffy. Flash was working on the Javelin and can have it reassembled in a jiffy. I'm only writing this down because it makes me think that maybe this could line up with one of the episodes where we see the Javelin get destroyed. That happens in The Enemy Below. It happens in... I can't remember. I know at least one other time. I think Brave and the Bold. They get shot down by Gorilla City guns. Okay, back to here. Not the one doing it. Green Lantern. I appreciate that the Bat computer, it's colored a little weird, but it is the, you know, Batman Beyond era Bat computer that we saw in Justice League. So good job, Min SQ. Nothing I can do. Batman sitting in his Batman pose. Only a Dream is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated and low-key amazing episodes of the DCAU. It is really good, yeah. I have kind of a mental list going of like Halloween-y DCAU episodes that I want to watch come Halloween. Maddie is working on a monster movie style DCAU episodes video, just like ones that are the most Halloween-y, I guess. So that'll be fun. That'll come out, I believe, on Halloween. We rarely get to see Clark use the Sonic Slap, so that's Sonic Clap, so it's kind of neat. Yeah, he did that in some Superman episode, putting out a fire. I can't remember which one. What if they used like the original series Bat Computer shows up? Yeah, I mean, there's been stuff like that already in this comic, so, but I just appreciate that he did do the right one. I'll set you ablaze. So Superman threatens Jean with fire. This is not a non-canon thing. We've seen Jean being afraid of fire, and then Miss Martian in the Fatal 5 movie is definitely afraid of fire, but they never call attention to Jean specifically being afraid of fire. So these comics have done it multiple times as like, Jean, fire bad, but I don't know. It's not really a big deal. He's my telepathy to shield him from the Dominators. Okay. This was a cool panel here. There's a lot of cool panels coming up here during this. This whole page was really cool. Oh, Two-Face is here. Ha ha ha. He's head in a jar. We've got Hawk Girl frozen? I don't really know what's going on here. Wonder Woman's a spider. Is there a comic where Wonder Woman is a spider? Maybe it's just kind of a creepy, weird thing. I don't know. Lots of kissing Spider-Man pictures in here. Bruce Timm's Strange Days. Could Bruce Timm's Strange Days be canon to the DCAU? We've talked about this a couple times, not on the channel, I don't think, really. Maybe one video mentioned it briefly. To me, it's not. It could be a cool, like, pre-Batman the Animated Series adventure, but Bruce Timm has said that he wanted to set it in the 40s, so it's set in the 40s, so that doesn't work. But then also, he meets Hugo Strange in that and fights him, and whatever. Whereas in Batman the Animated Series, he has no reason to believe Hugo Strange is a bad person. Okay, nothing really on this page to write down. Every intergalactic treaty. I mean, I guess that's kind of pseudo-referencing the Green Lantern Corps, the Guardians, or whatever, but he doesn't outright say it, so I won't include it. We are one. I also like this panel a lot. This whole thing is pretty cool, this whole page. Zoom. Cast leader. Is it really with two S's, or is it just one? Hereditary classes. Is it different with two? Yeah, because it's just the S thing of them talking. Okay, so cast leader. I'll keep that as a separate thing. They all look the same, but I'm Dominator racist. Sorry, they all look the same. We are the Dominators. You have won. Give this thing refuge, and our armies will return and make your planet a battlefield and a desolation. Obviously, this is, 15 or so years before Justice League versus the Fatal Five will come out, but I will go ahead and write down Dominators threaten to return, mentioned in Justice League versus the Fatal Five. On Ran. Fighting Dominators on Ran. Anywhere, anytime, anywhere. The Justice League stands ready. No. Okay. I'm going to go back out there. I want to take the fight back to the Dominators. Is Imra Ardeen, Saturn Girl, Ted, if you're still watching, is she from Saturn? Because, this Kayla Ardeen is saying she's originally from Earth, but was, kidnapped and experimented on and whatever. It's another alternate DCAU. Yeah, basically. Should their S-verbal tick be noted down somewhere? Not really. It's just how they talk. There's nothing of interest there, really. Saturn, Moon, Titan. Yeah, okay. Well, but, I guess, does that... I don't know. I guess why I'm asking about the Saturn thing is because, where is she going? She's like, I want to go back out there. Where did she come from? Where did she go? Where did she come from? Cotton Eye Joe. It could be human settlers like how Americans are. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, Green Lantern. And we got the Legion of Superheroes characters here. So we've got Triplicate Girl. We've got Saturn Girl. We've got Cosmic Boy. We've got Chameleon Boy. And I believe that was Brainiac 5 at the end there. Yep. Brainiac 5. Okay. I think that is it for this issue. How far did I go down over here? To 104. Okay. So yeah, that was a pretty good one. I like that issue a lot. I like that it stays pretty secluded, pretty small. It didn't, bother to do anything uprooting to continuity or the timeline or anything like that. It just existed in its own little pocket. So that's always nice when these issues do that, because then we can potentially fit them into the timeline somewhere. Justice League Adventures, this will be next week, number 22. What are we looking at here? Hawkgirl Unleashed. Ah, this is the one with, what are they called? What are they named? Rock and Volnut or something. There's some weird names to these guys. Green Lantern heavy issue, I guess. And I don't think I missed anybody on here. Nope. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks, everybody. I'll see you next week, I guess. Tune in tomorrow for Ted. He's starting Batman Gotham... No. What am I thinking of? What is it called, Ted? What the heck is that? What the heck is that, the game? I want to say Gotham Under Siege. That's not right. That's the board game. What am I thinking of? Ted, help me. Tell me the name of the game. Gotham City Racer or something? Is that right? I just made an ad for this. What do we got on Twitter? Let me look. I'll beat you to it, Ted. Chaos in Gotham. There we go. For Game Boy Color. Gotham City Racer, I think, is the Batmobile one. But anyway. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Ted playing Batman Chaos in Gotham. I had to look at it again. For Game Boy Color. Hopefully, Ted, now that you know how to save on that emulator, it'll go a lot swifter and easier for you. Yeah, and then we got on Thursday, we got Chapter 2 of Harley Quinn Mad Love. That's the new book that Maddie has started. Chapter 1 is here on the Twitch channel. If you missed that last week, go catch up and then join him on Thursday for that. And then I'll be back next week for Justice League Adventures 22 on Tuesday. Look out to, there may be an announcement about us changing the time of day that we do these. We keep having conversations in our little Watchtower Data Boys group chat with each other, trying to figure this out. We haven't officially decided yet what time we are changing it to, or if we're changing the time. So, yeah, that's that. See you next week. Bye.